Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It is time, baby. It is time to celebrate being in the minority. It is time to get ready to agree to disagree, baby. That's right. And it's also time to have some fun. What's going on? All you movie-loving Yakcha film fans out there. What is going on? It's your boy, Fat Samurai Guy, back again with Lady Fat Blood. That's right. She is here. She's alive.
We had to debate heavily on whether or not to do this tonight.
Yeah.
For a couple of reasons. First of all, we didn't know if we could live stream.
Yes. Yeah, we've been having some issues with the channel that unfortunately has to it's probably going to take a while before the issues get fixed with the channel, but I guess so far so good. We're here. You guys can see us.
We'll see how long this lasts.
We'll see how long this lasts.
But another reason was
cheers everyone for hanging out tonight.
We didn't know if we wanted to do this tonight. There are times where you you don't know if you're in a good headspace to do a video.
Yeah.
And and for different reasons.
Yeah.
But we figured, fuck it.
Yeah, fuck it.
Just why not?
Well, it's probably better to what's going on, Lewis? Brady's kidding. It's probably better that
I'll probably shave it off in a month. Brad. It's fine.
she'll go full Ripley from Alien 3. Whatchamacallit, it's probably good that we get this off our chest now.
Yeah.
We can talk about the good and we're going to talk about the bad of what we think of Prey. And it's good that we get it out of our chest now, so that way we can relax and enjoy our motherfucking weekend.
Yeah.
Because everybody's going nuts.
Yeah.
Apparently, when you have it's tradition with mankind, with humanity, it's been around since the dawn of history. Yes. If you differ in opinion with someone, everybody loses their fucking mind. How dare Fat Samurai Guy and Lady Fat Blood differ from my opinion?
Yes.
It's okay. It's okay, everyone.
I'm gonna do something a little different.
We are not here to change your mind.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me
remember that.
Let me lay out some expectations in this video straight away. I'm not gonna change your mind, and in exchange, you're not gonna change our minds.
Yeah.
But throughout the stream, in very brief 1 to 2 sentences from you guys, if you've seen the movie, let us know why you liked it.
Yes,
because
let us know.
I need a little bit of assistance here. I'm gonna say it up front. I didn't hate it. I just didn't love it. Like the audience scores, like I would have expected a little more imbalance out of this.
Right.
Where I would have expected the critics to absolutely lose their minds over this and maybe the audience score to have been a little lower, but no, this is pretty much on an even keel.
Yes.
But no, this is I need a little help here why everybody loves this movie. Not is just
loves.
It's okay.
Loves meaning that the critic score right now is actually higher than the original film. I don't know if you guys knew that.
So I need a little help here because, like I said, I didn't hate the movie.
Yeah.
But I didn't love it. So I need a little help.
Right. But we still need to talk about.
But what we're gonna do here
is
we're gonna go over what we liked, what we didn't like. But here, first of all, I need to get something off my chest personally.
Okay.
Some people, and I'm not gonna name names.
Okay.
Some people have a lot of nerve assuming why some people don't like this movie.
Right.
In regards to race
and
gender.
Yes.
And other factors. And to assume that we or anybody else wouldn't like this movie because there's a female lead.
Yeah.
And because it has an all indigenous cast.
Right.
And because there's some indigenous, like in this case, it's Comanche language in there. You have a lot of fucking nerve to think that that's why somebody wouldn't like this movie.
It's true.
You have a lot of fucking nerve to assume that that's why we wouldn't like this movie.
Right.
That was the least of this film's problems.
Right.
And to assume that me or anybody else that I'm associated with wouldn't like this movie, you apparently don't know us at all.
Yeah.
So again, I'm not naming names, but I just had to get that off my chest. So anyway, moving right along.
All right.
Let's get started.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. I think, the purpose of this channel here since day one is to hang out with you guys and talk about movies, talk about what we liked about it, what we didn't like, hear what you guys thought about it, and building a community and having a good time here. That's the point of it. When trolls come in, trolls will be trolls. If the trolls cross the line, then they get banned. That's just how it is. Because we're here to have a good time, even if we agree to disagree, which happens sometimes because we're human beings. We have different opinions. It's fine. But no one should be attacking anyone for a movie. That's kind of pathetic if you think about it. Okay? No one should attack people that love this film, and no one should be attacking people that didn't like the movie. Okay? That's kind of how it should be. You know what I mean? And that's how we're going to run shit here. Why? Because this is our channel, and that's how things roll. That's how we roll here. Okay? All right.
So again, for those of you who have seen the movie, spread it out. Couple sentences, like short, brief. Yeah. Why did you like it? Like brief. Keep it as brief and succinct as you can. Anyway, so you want to get into what we liked about it?
Well, first off, let's see here. Let's go here. First off, plot synopsis is very simplistic. You have the origin story of the Predator in the world of the Comanche Nation. 300 years ago, Naru, a skilled female warrior, fights to protect her tribe against one of the first highly evolved predators to land on Earth. This is directed by Dan, was it Trachtenberg? I apologize if I said his name wrong.
Maybe.
And we really enjoyed 10 Cloverfield Lane. We really liked that. But yeah, let's keep on rolling here. All right, let's have a good time here. All right, so when I saw I had my doubts, especially when this is a Disney helmed project, going to Hulu and all that. I kind of had my doubts, and I was just like, oh, this is going to be a disaster. And then the trailer came out, and I did my trailer reaction on it. And when I saw the trailer, I was kind of like, okay, it kind of looks like they're going back to basics. I always knew there was going to be a female lead. I didn't have any issues with that. But I was kind of like a little hopeful. There was a few things in the trailer I did like. I think, I don't remember exactly what I said, but it was more like, I just want to see Predator fuck some people up and be entertained and be exciting and maybe put some horror elements in there, and as long as it's better than the Predator, I'll be satisfied with that, and I'll return back to that statement when we're done talking about this. So I was a little bit positive about it after seeing the trailer. I was kind of like, okay, well, this may not be that bad, right? So we're sitting down, we're like, all right, here we go. We've actually been, before we watched it, we've actually been hearing, we haven't read any reviews or anything because we want to see the movies first, have our own opinion, and then out of curiosity, we'll check you guys' reviews and stuff. But we've been hearing a lot of positive feedback, some ridiculous, unwarranted positive to sell the film. Positive feedback that this is better than the original. They're going to do stuff like that,
like on the level of Black Widow is the greatest Marvel film of all the MCU.
Right, they got to try to sell a movie, right? So we're like, all right, let's see if this will be entertaining. Hopefully it'll be a little kick-ass, small little Predator film, and we kind of jumped right into it. And right when the movie started, man, the opening credits were atrocious. This is the worst title transition.
That caught me off guard.
This is the worst title transition in Predator movie history.
And that title card alone, I mean, I don't think I've seen a title card that stated the company logo, the title of the film, and with a copyright and Roman numerals, all rights reserved, since maybe the 70s.
Yeah.
Maybe like I remember them doing that shit like in the 30s and the 40s, maybe in the 70s. I saw it that far back, but that caught me so far off guard. Like I was like, what the fuck was that? I literally was like, what the fuck was that?
It didn't bode well for us. We were kind of like, oh no.
I don't know why it bothered me.
I was
so
concerned.
Much.
I was getting concerned. I was like, is this an extremely low budget movie? Like, what are we about to watch right now?
Yeah, it was very.
It felt like it was a TV show intro, like a TV series,
like an old TV series.
Yeah.
Like not even like a modern. It was so overwhelmingly like, what was that? Like, what did I just pause the movie? What just happened there? And it was so overwhelmingly stupid that I just had to like take a breath, like, okay, we just started. I got to give it more time. I have to stop. I have to calm it down a bit because we just started. So
yeah, but it was, it's the minor nitpick, but it did kind of stick out for us. We were just like, oh no, that doesn't look good. But we're introduced to our lead here. Now I keep seeing. I know you've had issues with this actress.
Here's the problem. Problem. I already had to put aside my biases about Miss Amber Midthunder because I adored the series Legion, the FX series Legion. And unfortunately, she was on that show and she could be the sweetest person in real life. I don't know, but she was part of a 2-part character. Okay. She was this character who had this backstory where she was like a dual character where her character was born. And when she was born, she kind of like got split into 2 halves. And so it was her and this older man. And when they would split into halves, she was like the wild fighter and the old man would like, he was like the main part. And it was hard. It's hard to explain, but anyway,
I enjoyed them together as a team.
Them together as a team.
But her
great
by herself
character.
was a little
like them together was a great concept in character, but for the life of her, she could not act.
Yeah.
She was awful.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I am so sorry to say this, but she was terrible. And so because of that experience that I had, I personally had to get over that prejudice that I already had against her, that impression that I had. And
what's up, Wayne?
And
he likes our hairstyles. Thanks, Wayne.
Thanks. Yeah. And I have to be honest. Putting her in a lead film,
it didn't work for you.
It was it could have been, well, you could have done better.
Well, it don't feel too bad because she wasn't great in The Ice Truckers, a movie I reviewed here. I think it was last year. I think it was Ice Truckers. Her acting was really bad in that as well.
Jesus.
So it's not just you
really
with Legion. Her acting in this, it didn't bother me as much as it bothered you. It was just there, but I need you guys to help me out here, guys. Help me out. Okay. So we did come after we watched the film. We did do a little bit of research, and we were
supposed to be going over the goods first.
We are going. I'm going as we watch the film.
Going as we go.
Yeah, I'm going as we watch the movie, so that way they can experience the way we did. So I need you guys to help me out here. So I've been seeing a lot of press release and news, reviews and all this stuff saying that this movie has some of the best character development and they've seen in a long while. And I'm kind of like,
well, I mean, there is character development there. It's there.
Well, the problem I had was right away we already knew who she was, what her motivations were, what her aspirations were.
We already knew that from the trailers.
Yes.
It was already there splashed.
But throughout the movie, it was like we're stupid. We have to keep reminding you. I want to be a hunter. Hey, shut the fuck up.
If I'm gonna be honest,
go in the kitchen and make me a goddamn sandwich.
And that was the nice character. That was her brother.
I couldn't find a picture of the other one.
If I'm gonna be honest,
the other guys.
If I'm gonna be totally honest, this was a nicer version, a more watered down version, less vulgar version of Vagina in the Cloud.
Oh, Shadow in the Cloud? Yeah.
Yeah.
It was.
Because in Vagina in the Cloud, They were cursing.
Yeah.
They were talking about raping. Oh shit! I'm not supposed to say that on
That's
YouTube.
Fine. That's fine.
I'm not supposed to say that on YouTube.
That's
Demonetized.
Fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
They were talking about, you know, literally like mouth fucking and like all that shit. Like they were talking about
in Shadow in the Cloud.
More
yes.
vulgar. They didn't.
That
do
movie
that.
was worse.
They were literally beating you over the head with with men's dicks in that movie.
Right.
And this one they didn't do that. It was much more subtle, but it was that except watered down in this movie. So this was that. It was watered down.
But throughout the entire film, it was constantly again, hey, I want to hunt. Shut the fuck up. Have babies.
Go back to her. Hey, but there's this thing that's in the woods, and I don't think it's a bear.
Shut the fuck up. Make me a sandwich. Get me a beer. Well, I spilled mustard on my fucking tank top. You know, and then again, you know, hey mom, I want to hunt. And the mom's like, you know, shut the fuck up and do what I do.
But you're good at doing other things.
Yes,
You're better at doing other things.
It's like, we get it, movie. We get it, movie.
You know,
and
it was done in a nicer way than at least
than Shadow in the Cloud. Yes, but
it's
still to warrant amazing 92% on Rotten Tomatoes character development. I don't know about that. But hey, maybe you guys seen something that we didn't see. All right, so let us know in the comments after this is live or in chat right now. But that's basically the entire plot of the film is, hey, I want to hunt. Fuck you. Hey, there's something else out there. You guys aren't listening to me because you have dicks. Well, that's because we're better than you. That's why we have dicks. And then people get fucked up. That's the entire movie, right? So let's move on here.
Oh, now, Wayne wants to know, did you feel her capabilities in the film were believable?
I'm going to get to that in a second, but go ahead.
Well,
go ahead. Do
you want me to just
No, you go first. Go ahead.
Okay. There were times where you kind of feel there were some instances where you did get the feeling that she was having to use her strengths a little bit more. Mm-hmm. She does have an axe and she does have a bow and arrow, and at one point she upgrades her axe.
I did appreciate they showed her practicing with her axe and trying to get better.
Right, and she upgrades it. She upgrades it with a rope, and
I like
you see her practicing with
that. I was okay with that.
At one point, you want me to mention the fight?
No, we're gonna lead up to it, just like I said.
Okay.
We're gonna lead up to it, so.
Okay.
So anyway. Some of the fighting and stuff that she did was fine, but I have issues with other parts of it when we get to it. So anyway, I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry, but we have to be honest here on our channel. When the Predator showed up, I started laughing. When you look up in the sky and you see the ship go over and it like fly over, and the camera pans down, and then Predator stands up. He's like, "Oh, hey, how's it going?" And he walks to the right. It was kind of funny looking. Okay, that's not how you introduce the Predator. All right, you see that shelf back there? All right, we got a Predator goddamn shelf. We have statues over here. All right, comics. We are fans. The Predator, when the Predator shows up, it's supposed to be kind of a big deal, not some bad camo silhouette looking thing. I got to get something out of the fridge, and he walks to the right. Okay, I had to laugh at it. I'm sorry. So I'm gonna call the Predator in this movie. Now I will give the stuntman all the props in the world. Let me find my dude. Salute. This is our new thing we do on the channel now. Love or hate the movie, we will always salute the badass stuntmen, stunt women that make the movie happen, the martial artists, the filmmakers that try to do the best they could. We will always salute the stunt people. This is a new thing we do here on the channel now. So I salute the guy. I like the guy inside the suit. When you actually saw him in the suit do his thing, I like that. The problem is not the stunt man. The problem is the goddamn Predator. And I'm going to call the Predator, this is rookie level #1 Predator. All right? This is Predator Dr. Green Thumb.
Aren't predators, isn't the point of Predator going to planets that's their first hunt? Isn't that the point? Like they're usually...
They got to prove themselves, yes.
So...
But as soon as he lands, he gets his ass kicked. All right? Like as soon as he lands, he gets his ass kicked by the wolf.
Yeah, a wolf.
A wolf kicks his ass as soon as he gets here. And of course, he fucks up the wolf. and the CGI. I'm sorry, guys. I know this. You always say this. You're like, well, Samurai. You always forgive. Hold on.
Yeah.
Samurai Guy. You always forgive really extremely low budget movies and micro budgeted films.
Yeah.
Why are you angry about the CGI in this movie? Because this could be considered a small budget Hulu movie, but this is still headed by Disney, guys.
Yeah.
The marketing, the money, there was a lot of money that went into the marketing to this movie, advertising this movie, theatrical trailer, TV spots, posters, all that stuff. There's money here.
And we don't know the
This
budget.
is not super micro budget movies that Samurai Guys talk about here once in a while.
Yeah.
Okay, where I can kind of forgive it because I can see the hard work, I can see them struggling
Yeah.
to try to make a good movie the best that they can. This has some money.
Yeah.
Okay, it's got money.
And we don't know the numbers.
Yeah.
And there are advocates for this movie being released to theaters, to which I say,
oh God,
you don't
Jesus
know what
Christ.
You don't. Then what movie did you watch? Because there were a lot of effects heavy shots in this film,
yes,
and they were laughable.
They weren't good,
because
guys.
there were several animal heavy CGI shots.
The grizzly bear in this movie looked like a cartoon.
Essentially, what you first see
is Baloo the bear.
Jesus.
It's Disney. So Baloo the bear makes a cameo.
What happens is the predator, you see, when he first lands, and you see the natives, and you see in conjunction the natives are on a hunt, and then the predator is on a hunt. The predator doesn't know that the humans are there, and so the predator is noticing, okay, what's hunting what. And so at first the predator, he sees something hunting something, and so he kills the thing. Then he sees a snake hunting the thing, and so
a bad
kills
CGI snake killing the bad CGI rat.
Everything that's
and then he kills the bad CGI snake.
Yes. And then
he starts collecting shit.
Yeah.
Little trophies and stuff.
Yeah. And at one point he comes across a grizzly bear, and
it's Baloo.
It is trash.
Yeah.
It is absolute, in the daylight, just absolute laughable trash. And it's you can't take it seriously. And it goes on for a while. And that's the scene where the lead finally was like, oh shit. But the problem,
one of the tribe that gets missing, he's injured, and they're trying to hunt for him. They think it's a lion, right?
Yeah.
I think it's a lion.
I think it's like a mountain lion.
Mountain lion, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And we have the moment where,
which also looks like shit when you finally see it.
Yeah. Our lead here kind of pokes at it. I thought she killed it in the tree, but the brother ended up carrying it home. And that's really the whole point of the trial, is not proving yourself that you can hunt. It's proven that, you can survive.
Right.
You can, that's the point. Come back home with some shit that you show that you survived some shit. So the brother comes home with the mountain lion, but that's not really what's killing people around the town. It's predator. So did you want to get, before we get to Baloo the bear, was there anything else before that? They're constantly not listening to her.
We've already established
over and over and over again.
We've already, we've already got that.
Yeah. All right. So let's just go to the scene here. Now, when I did my trailer reaction to this, I wasn't expecting this. So when this happened in the trailer reaction, I kind of found it amusing. Unfortunately, watching it in the film, I was like, they should have left this whole scene out, because this sequence here shows that the predator is basically, he's got super strength. He's superhuman, or not superhuman, but he's got super strength. Okay. The bear came up and was like, look for the, bare necessities. Right. And the predator was like, no, fuck you. And he kills so this, remember the original Predator, Arnold Schwarzenegger, as big as he is, punches the predator, and the predator's like, checking his teeth. He's like, motherfucker. And then the predator punches Arnold like 3 times, fucks him up, and Arnold's like bleeding, spitting out blood and crawling. He's about to die. He's like crazy. Now, imagine if that predator from the original movie had this kind of strength. One punch would probably knock Arnold's head off, or he would punch straight through him. So from here on, all of the fight scenes that all of you, I'm sure, did enjoy, and I did enjoy some of them. I'll get to them, the ones I did like. This kind of taints it because when you have a predator established that he's so strong that he basically just cold cuts the grizzly bear and knocks it out, there should be no struggle with small females or small males for the rest of the goddamn movie. There should be no struggle. There should be no fight. And I really wish they left this scene out. He could have been going after a deer and came across. I'm just saying he could have killed another animal or something, right?
Well, I mean,
there could have been another animal.
It couldn't be a deer.
Well, not a deer, but you know what I mean. Give me another animal.
Well, the lion, a
mountain lion or something like that. Predator could have killed another type of dangerous animal that he perceived as a threat. And then we could have had the scene where he's chasing after the lead and stuff like that. So then when they get into hand-to-hand combat, it's a little bit more believable. It's a little bit more acceptable. But I really wish they didn't introduce how super strong he was. Like it was kind of, it kind of tainted some of the fight scenes for just me, not for you guys. But let's move on here. All right. So there is no laser blasts. We have the classic iconic three, red eye dot targeting system.
Right.
But there's no like plasma gun blast. It's this interesting kind of bolt arrow that can actually wherever whatever the laser sight hits, it hits, which could be anywhere. Like, so he can curve it. He can do whatever he needs to do with it. So that was interesting tech. I wasn't hating on it. And some people start to slowly get fucked up. But my problem, hold on, guys. Let me get to this. I kind of skip forward here. So my problem is we finally have our real first altercation. All right. And this whole entire fight sequence is fucking trash. It's trash. It's trash. So the Predator is fighting, level 1 Predator is fighting like what, 4 Native Americans? For
at that point,
3 or 4.
Yeah, 3 to 4.
This fight sequence is fucking trash, guys. You know why? Because he's in the camo special effects outfit. So the whole entire fight looks like this. And it looks like shit. It doesn't look impressive. And you have all this fight choreography, and all I'm seeing is the fucking bad CGI camo suit armor that's sticking out like a sore thumb throughout the whole goddamn fight. Now, this shot right here I didn't mind it because you can actually see what's happening because you see his legs get cut off. But a lot of these kills here were off-screen deaths.
You had a decapitation by implication.
By implication. Yeah. Like they didn't really want to show the tribe people get killed. It was weird. But it was crap, guys. I'm sorry. The bad CGI suit was distracting the entire time. And when you see him fight later in the suit, and we don't have this bad special effect, it's so much better.
And I understand.
It's so much more pleasing to the eye later, which we'll get to.
I understand they were trying to do the build-up.
But if you don't have the budget to keep...
Then film it at night.
Yeah, film it at night.
Film it at night. Or film it in a way where it's not obvious that it's a camoed suit, and I don't know, that there had to have been a better way to do this where it's not just blatantly, oh, it's camo and this. It looked like shit.
Looked like shit.
Visually,
guys. I'm sorry.
It was unappealing. It was distracting.
Yeah.
And it was irritating to watch.
Yeah. It was distracting. So up to this point in the movie, I'm being patient with it, but I'm not really on board. I'm not getting what I came for. You know what I mean? I'm not like, fuck yeah. I'm not doing that yet. Will I do that later? We'll talk about it. All right. So later in the movie, now we get to this sequence here. Well, before we get to the best scene in the whole movie, was there anything else leading up to that?
Well,
he doesn't. He actually has the lead, but she's caught in a
bear
trap.
She gets caught in a bear trap,
right.
And at this point, she's she is already been established as being very intelligent, and she's been noticing things, and she figures out that the predator will not kill you if you're not a threat.
Right.
And
all this is fine. I don't have an issue with this.
Her and her brother get kidnapped by our I'm not going to say what I want to say. Our resident secondary baddies, who are the French. They're like these fur trappers. You see that they're going around killing all these bison. You come across earlier in the movie, she comes across this field of like dozens and dozens and dozens of skinned bison.
You think it's the predator doing it, which doesn't make sense because
you don't think they're the.
I know.
You don't really think
if you're dumb.
If you're dumb, you're gonna think that they're. But no,
you guys aren't dumb. You guys are awesome.
You know. But yeah, anyway, and so she, they're
the ones that fucked up the bison, get the hides.
Yeah, and
the French.
They end up kidnapping her, the brother, and the dog. She's got a dog, by the way. We didn't even mention the dog.
Yes, she has a dog, which I'll get to later. But go ahead. Go ahead.
And they end up like taking her and the brother, and you end up finding out that they know about the predator.
Yeah, it came out of nowhere. I was like, how does that guy know that the predator's there to hunt?
And they're hunting the predator.
And that came out of nowhere. I was like, what?
Somehow they know about the predator and they're hunting the predator.
Yeah.
And so they tie up the brother and the sister, thinking that the predator, like they use them for bait.
Right.
And she and the brother's freaking out like, oh shit, we're the bait. And she's like, no, he's not going to come after us because he doesn't work that way.
Yeah. And then we have the bad line that we booed. I don't know if you saw our post. If it bleeds, we can kill it.
Junior?
Yeah.
No, Junior said something and I wasn't going to.
Anyway. Yeah, we booed that scene. We did not cheer it. But anyway. All right. So now we're going to get to the best part of the movie. For us, it was the best part of the film.
Okay, let me just say something.
Go ahead.
Cheyenne and okay. This is going to go off topic for a second. I would have preferred this in Comanche. Because they did speak things in the language, and then they spoke in English.
I was thinking that this whole movie should have been subtitled.
Every time they spoke in English, I'm like, stop. I hated it. I hated when they spoke in English.
Yeah.
I actually preferred listening to it in the native language. Mm-hmm. I would have preferred it. It
would have made it more authentic.
Because then you had the French people speaking in French, and there was nothing. There was no subtitles for that, and they're just speaking in gibberish. And then all of a sudden they speak in English.
When the French guy spoke to her, he's like, I know a lot of languages. And then she's like nodding, like understanding what he's saying.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh boy.
And
I was thinking about they should have just subtitled it. It would have been kind of cool.
I kind of wish they had just, said, just screw. It's like, this is going to Hulu anyway. Just fucking give us the option to either watch it in one or the other. It was a dumb choice to have it in English. They should have just done it in Comanche.
Yeah.
And have an English track over it, and people who like watching it in English dubbing would have watched it in English dubbing anyway. They should have just done it in Comanche and given us the option for subtitles.
Yeah.
Why the fuck not? Because it's going. They knew it was going.
They
to
don't
Hulu.
care. It's going to Hulu. They don't care.
But that's what I'm saying. They should have just done it like that.
Mr. Movie says there is a Comanche dub.
Yeah, but they filmed it in English.
Oh.
That's what my problem is. It's like they knew it was going to Hulu.
Right.
But it's distracting.
Yeah.
Anyway. Back to the scene.
All right, so back to the best part of the film. So I had an idea because this bullshit was fucking crap, and I called it. I told her when the French guys come later, I guarantee you their death scenes are going to be way better.
I was thinking the same thing.
Guarantee it. Right. So of course they try to set traps for the predator. It doesn't go well. It does not go well for our Frenchies here. And we finally start getting... Oh, that was fucking hilarious. That one shot of the guy got cut in half and fell off his horse in the background. That was fucking hilarious. We were laughing our asses off. Because they're focusing on one guy, and then way in the back, it's blurry.
Man.
The guy's sitting on the horse, and all of a sudden, just top half of him just falls over, and it's fucking hilarious.
You just can hear like this.
It's fucking funny,
like
man. It was hilarious.
You don't hear Sacro Blue.
Anyway,
just being stupid.
Anyway, so they're trying to take out the Predator, and we're finally
at the hour and 2 to hour and 3 minute mark.
An hour and 3 minute. This is why I had her check the time. Is because finally, Samurai Guy is on board temporarily. Finally, I'm on board. Finally, I'm sitting up. I'm invested. I'm watching. I'm like, holy shit. Finally, people are getting fucked up. We don't have atrocious CGI distracting shit. We're finally seeing some cool Predator tech. I love the way that the fight was filmed. That people were getting fucked up. There was actual a little bit of terror there. And I was like, oh, all right, movie. All right. It just took you an hour and 3 minutes to finally give me something satisfactory of satisfaction. Okay? Finally. So it sucks it took that fucking long. But let's talk about the best scene in the movie. So people getting fucked up, claws to the dome. You do have some CGI blood here and there, but at this point, I'm so desperate for some kind of entertainment.
And it's to be expected.
Whatever. It's fine. But yeah, Predator's like, oh, you done fucked up. All right. I'm up to level 2 now. I went from level 1 useless rookie level to level 2 and just started fucking some people up. You get some new interesting Predator tech here. This kind of whip bar was interesting because once he whips it, it kind of latches on something and burns whatever's there. I thought that was kind of cool. And shout out to Predator 2 fans. We see the net just completely destroying this guy. So I was like, yes. Oh. Here, I have a clip for you guys. Hold on, let me find the clip. Here we go. Best part of the movie, best kill of the movie right here. Oh, yeah. You want to see that again, don't you? All right, that's it. All right, thanks for watching, guys. See you later.
I've only that was the end of the movie right there. I mean,
So I'm like, yes. Finally. Yeah. I'm getting what I want. I'm finally getting what I want. And then we go to the next scene. So of course, the sister and the brothers, they escape. All right. Now we have this other action sequence where she's back.
We missed the action sequence before. We were going to talk about it.
Was that before?
Yeah, with the natives, with her and the other natives that we actually liked.
Well, I was gonna use that as an example.
Okay.
She goes back here and she was trying to rescue her dog. What was going on there?
Well, she comes across the French people here, and they're about to kill her dog because they've gotten their ass kicked by the Predator, and so they're like shit. We need to get the fuck out of here because half of our crew have just gotten destroyed. That's right. So we need to cut our losses. We need to get out of here.
And they try to take out the dog.
We're going to kill the dog. We need to leave, and that's when she does her thing.
So,
but now here's the thing.
Go ahead.
She gets her weapon back in this scene, so you could argue.
Okay.
But.
All right.
Earlier in the film.
I love and hate this fight sequence.
Yeah.
I love it because you guys know I love one-take fight sequences. For the most part, the DP was doing the best that he could to keep up with her and everyone's movement. I've seen way worse, but for the most part, you could see the action.
And it kind of seemed like they had to switch from stunt double to her.
Well, yeah, so, a little bit,
yeah.
But the pacing of it was good. There was some good violence there. So I love that part of the fight. What I don't love about that fight is...
Oh, and keep in mind, that fight right there?
Yeah.
In the previous scene, she had gotten her leg caught in a bear trap.
Oh, wow.
So
I really
forgot about that.
Okay. All right. That doesn't matter because you're messing with her dog, man.
Yeah.
So. That's it. She don't feel pain.
So anyway, it's all that adrenaline.
It's all the adrenaline, So I like that about the fight. What I don't like about the fight is, excuse me. She had a one-on-one altercation fight with one of her native brothers. Not her brother, but one of the natives. She was trying to leave. He was trying to stop her from leaving. She was a nuisance to him.
Were
basically,
the make me a sandwich, get in the kitchen.
Yeah,
natives.
Shut the fuck up, people. Right?
Yeah.
They have a fight. That fight felt realistic. Go back and watch that fight. That felt kind of realistic. The way it flowed. At some point they're going back and forth, and at some point, because he's the bigger, stronger guy, he kind of gets his weight on her, and she bites. She does whatever she can to get out of it, and she kind of fucks him up a little bit, and he kind of gives up. I liked that fight.
There was back and forth.
It was back and forth.
There was maneuvering that she had to do.
Right.
And then he'd get back on top and he would get back. There was like back and forth.
It was a fight.
It wasn't like
it was a scuffle.
It wasn't Brazilian jiu-jitsu, but there was like maneuvering that both had to do to kind of try to get the upper hand.
Yeah.
But the point is that she's smaller than him.
Yes.
He's stronger than her.
Yes.
She was never able to overpower him because she was weaker than he was. And so she had to use other means to fight back.
She bit him and other means, and he's like, fuck this, I'm out.
It felt realistic.
It felt realistic.
But she didn't win the fight, technically.
Right. So, out of nowhere, and not you pointing out that she was injured, she just takes down easily like 20 dudes.
Because she
doesn't get hit or hurt.
And because she got weapons.
She doesn't get hit or hurt once. And just completely destroys 20 guys, no problem. That's what I don't like about the fight. But the choreography of it was entertaining to watch. All right, let's keep going. Okay, now this, I was not expecting this. Let's see here. LGP's here.
Oh.
LGP's in the house.
Oh my God, we have somebody that doesn't like the movie.
I guess there's three of us. There's three people in the entire universe that had issues with the film.
Again. There's actually going to be some things that I liked that, I'm going to point out that I actually liked about it.
Yeah. Well, we're always honest here, but that's just how it is.
We're going to make some comparisons to The Predator.
Yeah.
Eventually when we get to the end of just our overall discussion of this, but
so we're taking a break from where I'm about to go next.
Go
or I thought you had something.
No, go ahead.
Okay, so this guy ends up the French dude who spoke all languages. He was talking to her. He gets fucked up.
They have this healing. They have this orange herb, Resident Evil healing herb that cools the blood, which was a huge Chekhov's gun at the beginning of the movie that it cools the blood.
Yeah.
And that's when she figures out that the thing,
instead of her putting mud on, she eats the orange Hitachi or whatever it's called. I don't know what it's called. She eats the orange herb.
Right.
And that's her, Predator can't see her and stuff like that. That's how they handle that. This, so he gets fucked up. Predator catches up to this dude. He gets fucked up. He's dead. This, I actually was not expecting this. We actually had a team up fight in a way, kind of, with her brother showing up, and she was distracting the Predator, and they were kind of going back and forth. And the fight choreography is good here. I like the way it's filmed. And again, you can see what I'm talking about now, that you can actually see the guy in the suit move. And it's so much, way more impressive than this fucking travesty we had earlier in the fucking movie. You can now see the difference, right? Again, going back to my grizzly bear, Baloo the bear syndrome, this fight should have been 2 seconds. Because he can knock out a grizzly bear with one punch.
Yeah.
But fuck it. He's fighting warriors. Fine.
They made a huge mistake.
With what?
They knocked the mask off.
I didn't. I thought I had a picture of. Okay.
Woo!
I thought I had a picture. I do have a picture.
Luckily, it didn't last long. But they knocked the mask off.
Now, Samurai Guy has really cool friends, and I found out some inside scoopies here about the film that, in honor of the great Stan Winston, there will only be one. That guy is a fucking legend. I saw him at a convention a long time ago. in honor of him, they went with the design, like his first early designs of what he thought the Predator was going to look like. And then eventually it evolved to still the greatest iconic and still has not been topped Predator
not in this
face.
franchise.
Still has not been topped since 1987.
I haven't seen
still not been topped.
Anything in the comics, but at least in film form, yeah, it has been topped.
In film form. So I think that's really sweet. I heard that, my heart kind of melted a little bit, and I was like, "Wow, that's really nice." But when you see it in the movie, now this is not a daytime shot. I couldn't find a daytime shot, but this is it at night. When you see it in the movie, it kind of looks a little goofy.
A little derpy.
A little goofy, a little derpy. And remember, this is at night. Now imagine seeing this in the daytime. Luckily, what'd you look at?
No, I was trying to see that because it was too dark from my.
Luckily, as soon as they knock his helmet off, we were like, "Oh no, don't do that. Put the helmet back on." Luckily, he grabs his helmet, puts it on really quick. So thank God, thank God.
It looked like they tweaked it with some CGI, and at one
something
point,
just was off about it,
and it looked like a bad metal Muppet show, like Sesame Street.
Bob. Damn it, Bob. Oh my God. Well, anyway, yeah, something was just off about it. Okay, here we go. Let's keep rocking and rolling. So yeah, it doesn't void well. It doesn't bode well for the brother. He gets killed. And then the sister gets away, and then the Predator eventually we have to have our altercation now. But I didn't mind the team up. Here. Let's see here. So now we have our final altercation. At this point, she's figured out the Predator technology and how it works.
She's cracked the code.
She realizes that red target, that's where the arrow is going to go. So she knows geometry and how everything works to set up the final kill.
She's now become Bullseye.
She's Bullseye from Marvel. Yes. Which happens at the end. So now we have our final altercation. Now let us know in chat. Let us know in chat right now, and all you badasses, let us know in the comments after this is done being live. Did you enjoy the final confrontation? Let us know. Now, did you enjoy the final confrontation?
Some of it seemed a little wonky. Like, we remember
some of the filming of it too. Remember, you asked me a couple times.
Cut the arm off.
She didn't know what happened.
We literally
I had to go back
frames.
I had to tell her what happened. Yeah,
it's like she's holding a spear, and all of a sudden his arm's gone.
Yeah,
it's like,
yeah.
What? Spear arm off. Spear arm. Okay.
Yeah, some of the fight was filmed okay, and some of the edits were like just show the action. God damn it! Stop fucking around here. But I if you turn your brain off and you don't really care and you just want to eat some popcorn, drink some beer, and have a good time, I could see a lot of people enjoying enjoying the Rawhead Rex Predator. But I could see a lot of people enjoying Predator cutting his arm off accidentally because he's level 2.
And again,
he's level 2 Predator.
This I guess this kind of falls under the category of
this is not supposed to be funny.
She had.
I know you're thinking right now. Was this supposed to be funny? No, this is not. It's supposed to be a serious fight scene.
She had to use things against him,
right?
Because she's weaker and she's not as strong, so she had to use momentum and things.
Yeah,
because she's not as strong.
Again, they shouldn't.
Which makes sense.
Yeah,
that's fine.
Stealth, I guess. She used stealth. Again, I still wish they didn't, introduce the knocking out the grizzly bear strength because, this should have been fucking, oh damn it, I'll get to that in a minute. This should have been like 5 seconds. Okay, so. Hold on, what's here? But yeah, I could see people enjoying the end finale fight. I could see people liking it. It was okay. For me. It was all right. But we have this serious altercation throwdown. Predator cuts off his own arm because he's an idiot. And then again, this is not supposed to be a comedy, but we were kind of laughing hysterically when She kind of goes under him and does this slide attack to kind of take the arrow out and attack him or whatever the fuck she was doing. On the other side, bringing her trusty hammer with the Predator blood all over it. Oh, wrong one. Sorry. Here we go. He's bringing the tomahawk. Look at that. We got old Benji there. Benji the Hunted. Hey, everybody wanted that Predator versus Benji the Hunted crossover. Well, here you go. And yeah, he's on the right. That's the best shot I could find. He's on the right there. This I know. This looks like this is supposed to be funny, but it's in the serious scene, guys.
Comes out of nowhere, running into frame
with
the axe, the rope axe in its mouth,
with the Predator blood on it.
And I literally yelled out, "Babe, the dog has the axe in its mouth," because I didn't know what else to say. And I just started laughing. I'm like, "Babe, the dog has the axe in its mouth. What the fuck? I don't know how to feel about this."
Again, this is in the same movie. This is in the same movie that this is in.
The dog had never done anything. Like, the dog had showed, like the dog had led away the bear before.
Yeah.
And the dog had shown like courage, but the dog had never like grabbed weapons and it never done that.
Right.
I didn't know how the
dog knew to bring the axe.
I mean,
I know. Oh, it's a Benji the Hunted versus Predator. It's the crossover we wanted.
I mean, if that's what you want to do, okay, that's your movie.
In the beginning, she said dog is smart, so that settles it.
Okay.
That settles any issues with the film.
Okay.
Right there. All right. So she rigs it to where Predator aims at her, shoots her at her, and the arrow ricochets around. Because again, she knows geometry, and shoots himself in it. He shoots himself in the head, and then she cuts his head off, and then she, the trial son, you know what I'm saying? She comes home with the decapitated head,
and she becomes war chief.
They make her war chief, and that's the end of the film. And I see this being, I guess in a way a crowd pleaser, because a lot of people enjoyed the film. So I guess you guys really enjoyed that finale. Hold on a second. Predator was channeling his inner mind.
I got a picture with him at Comic-Con.
That's right. You got a picture with the Black Knight. Yeah, that's right. All right. So that's pretty much the gist of it. Again, before we give our final rating, and remember, we're just giving our opinion. We're not here to change your mind. If you enjoyed the film, that's all that matters. But look at this score. One more time. Look at this.
Robert Akuma. The dog is the ancestor from the alternate John Wick universe where Wick gets killed and the dog goes on a revenge rampage.
That's brilliant. That's brilliant. But again, look at this, guys. Look at this. Now, a lot of you that love the film, you're probably looking at this going, well, yeah, that makes sense. The score is higher than the original Predator. Yeah, that makes sense. Sure. It's funny too, because she was reading some modern day kind of recent reviews of younglings reviewing the original film, and they trashed it. So this could be, you could say, well, it's a political angle. Oh, they're jizzing over the lead. Or this is the new audience of today that don't really get what made the original special, and this is really their true introduction to the Predator franchise, and that's why they love it so much. Maybe that's why the scores are so high. I am going to go with this theory. This is my theory of why these scores are so high. It may have been a little bit of all the stuff I just said as well, but this is my theory. My theory of why these scores are insanely high for this movie, where, in my opinion, nothing really impressive happened until after an hour and 3 minutes. Reason why these scores are so high is because the last fucking movie was atrocious. The last fucking movie was a disgrace to all mankind and Predator fans. The last fucking movie is a turd turd cereal with shit milk with piss in it. Okay?
Shit sandwich.
A shit sandwich. And I think that is why, this is my theory, people are like, oh, thank God. Thank God it wasn't this. And going back to what I said at the beginning of the review, when I saw the trailer reaction, I was just like, just be better than the last movie, okay? Just be better than the last movie and I'll be fine. So, as much problems we had with the film, I guess it's safe to say by default that yes, I'm gonna agree with that. I'm gonna say that this movie, despite all our issues and problems with it, this movie is better than this.
Yeah,
because this was more of a disappointment, and there was potential. You remember when we were watching the movie? What did I tell you when we were watching the movie? I said, you know what? There's a good movie in here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I was just kind of like, there's a good movie in here somewhere.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying.
I would have preferred a story where maybe her brother went missing and she went looking for the brother, and then you come to find out that, oh, there's the trappers, and then there's the predator or something like that, and then right. You got the predator in the mix. Mm-hmm. I didn't need the go make me a sandwich characters. I didn't need any of that.
No.
And it was distracting, and again, I would have preferred it in Comanche. I didn't mind the some people may not have liked the setting. We went too far back. We want more.
I didn't have any issues with that.
I actually liked the setting.
Yeah.
I liked the score.
Yeah.
It wasn't like the greatest I'd ever heard, but I actually liked the score. It was I think it was very of its time. Like it had a good flow. It set the scene very well. But yeah, I didn't need any of that fluff.
Yeah.
I didn't need any of that girl power fluff that we were trying to infuse into it.
Right.
It doesn't do anything for me.
Yeah.
And last time I checked, I'm a girl.
Yeah.
I just didn't need any of it.
Right.
But yes, it is better than the Predator, because the Predator, I felt like Shane Black was teabagging me.
Well,
that third act, you saw the reshoots a mile away. You could see them. You could see them with my terrible vision. I could take my glasses off and I could see the third act problems. I could see the reshoots, and that movie was a dumpster fire. The Predator.
Yeah, and there was a lot of studio interference too that made that movie a lot worse.
That movie had so many issues, and that movie had way worse characters. I mean, for all the character issues that I had in Prey, and for me not particularly liking the lead in Prey, I didn't particularly like the lead in the Predator either. He was a blank. No, he was a piece of wood. He was a piece of wood.
He was.
His character was terrible.
He's actually not a bad actor.
That's the problem.
It was just that movie.
He's not anything to write home about, but his character was trash. Yeah. Where I feel like she's not a great actor, but her character, her character wasn't necessarily the worst.
Yeah.
But she wasn't all that great as an actress.
Now,
if that makes sense.
No, that makes sense. Now, I like what Seller says here. Now, just because we're saying it's better than the Predator, that doesn't mean we love the movie. Let's get that straight here. But I like what Seller says here. He says this movie was good, but for me, the OG is still iconic, and I'm from 1996. Look at that. Now, these are the kind of comments I like, instead of you hate this movie because you hate women. This is an honest comment. Hey, I like the movie, but I like the original better, right? Don't have any issues with that. We need more comments like that. Let's see here. When the first hour gives us nothing with Predator side and upsetting pan. OGP gives it a 3 out of 10, 1.5. But yeah, that was my theory. Let me know what you think of that. Do you think that's why the rating is so insanely high for a Hulu movie? Do you think that's why? Am I onto something here? Is because the last movie was beyond garbage? Let me know.
Severio, we're kind of biased with Predator 2. Predator 2 is a guilty fucking pleasure.
Dude, I don't want to hear after this movie. I don't want to, or The Predator. I don't want to hear shit about people dogging Predator 2.
That movie's fun.
Predator 2 is fucking. It. See, this is what my problem was with Prey. The original Predator had that sci-fi action horror element to it. This movie, I was waiting for the horror part. I was waiting for the suspense building part. It didn't really knock it out of the park in that aspect. So what am I left with? I'm left with action, right? The action kind of sucked until an hour and 3 minutes. So then I'm kind of disappointed in that. You know what I mean? So it's just kind of like with Predator 2, at least you are guaranteed from beginning to end that it's nonstop action and craziness and fun.
Yeah.
Where was the fun in Prey? Predator's fun. Even when it gets serious, it's fun.
If you think about it, what's really wrong with Predator 2? Oh, because we went from Arnold Schwarzenegger to Danny Glover. What's wrong with Danny Glover?
Yeah, I thought he was good.
What's really wrong with Predator 2? Oh, you went from the jungle to the streets of LA. What's wrong with that?
Dude, Predator 2.
What's wrong with that? What is really wrong with Predator 2? Seriously.
There are people out there that rate AVP Requiem over Predator 2. That's how much hate Predator 2 gets. And that's why we did a Is It Really That Bad Predator 2 episode here on the channel. Check it out. It's hilarious. All right. So let's go ahead and wrap it up here. And Crazy Banana says here, prefers Prey over the original Predator. Look at that. Look at that.
Crazy Banana. I would love to hear.
Oh, he meant Predator 2. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
I would love to hear why.
Yeah, let us know why.
I'd love to hear why. I'm legitimately wanting to. I'm not hearing why people love the movie, though.
Yeah, no one's really been telling us why they think this is a perfect film. We're justified those high ratings.
No, I don't even need to know why they think it's a perfect film. I want
why they enjoyed it. Okay.
Yeah, I'm curious why people really liked the movie. I'm curious.
Yeah.
I'm curious. Like, seriously, I'm genuinely curious. I'm not trying to be facetious here. I'm not trying to be a smart ass. I'm serious. I'm genuinely curious why.
Well, we need to kind of wrap it up here. But yeah, let us know, please. And also in the comments after this is live. Okay, so I totally get it. Believe me, because this was Jesus Christ. But well, I see people saying, well, the concept of Prey is what makes it special. The concept of Prey is what makes it original and stand out. Well, I beg to differ. I kind of beg to differ with that. You want to know why? Because there was a short that came out a couple of years ago called Warrior Predator that starred. That's right.
Oh no. Yes,
they ripped off this short.
Oh no.
Yes, there's nothing original about this movie. And it was indigenous female warrior. This was the concept of the creator of this short. It's called Warrior Predator. Okay. And what's interesting about this is that she took on female predators. She fought female predators, which I thought was kind of badass. Now, again, Samurai Guy can forgive the budget of this short because this was less than $500 to make this. Unlike Prey having a budget. Okay. But yeah, there's nothing original here. Okay. Well, then people say, well, a female badass in a Predator movie is brand new and original, and no one's seen that before. I beg to differ. Every single Predator movie, including the spinoffs, has featured badass female characters in here who kicked ass, showed their worth, and were great to watch. Okay? So this concept isn't even original. All right? I just wanted to make that a point. I just want to make sure you guys understand that because there's a lot of defense for this movie. Okay? It's not original, but is it entertaining? Apparently it is for you guys. And at the end of the day, that's all that really matters, right? Is that it's entertaining. But we need to get to our rating. Now, C is average here on our channel. Let's see here. What are we going to give here? What are you giving Prey? Honest opinion. C is average. What are you giving Prey? This is just our opinion, our rating, our review. It doesn't matter.
Damn it all.
It doesn't matter.
I don't know.
You're gonna give it a C minus, aren't you?
I might. I was really on the fence. I was really gonna go lower because I was really critical. I was really mad at first. Maybe I was too mad.
Well, if you guys have seen our posts, our short that we posted here on the channel, we're literally booing. If it bleeds, we can kill it line. We're booing it. We're like, fuck you.
Like that.
Yeah, we were a lot angrier earlier.
Like when you do
that has kind of calmed down a little bit.
When you do that, when you do stuff like that, I don't know what your goal is. You know what I'm saying?
Well, they say it's fan service. Yeah, there's but I'm done with fan service.
I don't like fan service.
I want new material.
I hate fan service.
I want new material.
I fucking hate fan service. Like I don't understand the point of fan service because it's like you don't respect fans anymore. Nobody respects fans. If you did, you wouldn't intentionally try to piss them off so much.
Right.
You know, and that's all people do. You take shit that they love, you spit on it, you twist it, you say everything you loved was shit back in the day because it's old, you're old, and it was wrong for you to love it, and you're stupid for loving it, but hey, it made us money, and so now we're gonna take what you loved, which you're stupid for loving it, but it's gonna make us money, so we're gonna repackage it and rebrand it. And now it's like the RoboCop thing.
Yeah.
When they remade RoboCop. Remember when we remade RoboCop?
Yeah.
But the suit looks stupid. So we make it in black. Yeah. And then they try to play the theme song for like 2 seconds. Cause fuck you. That's fan service though. It's fan service. Yeah. No, it's not. It's not fan service.
Fan service at times can be insulting to the fans if they do it wrong.
Most of the time, it's insulting. That whole Cowboy Bebop Netflix show, that was nothing. They thought they were doing fan
Resident
service.
Evil Netflix show. Resident Evil.
Just about everything Netflix has done in the world of anime and video game shit, it's all been insulting, and they called it fan service. Most of the time.
Are we actually going to watch this, or are we going to wait till it's done?
The Rings of Power? I'm not staying tuned weekly for that shit. I will wait. I will fucking wait. I'm not gonna wait with bated breath for that shit. Fuck that. But this movie, okay, like I said, better than The Predator.
Better than The Predator.
Because The Predator was an obvious dumpster fire. Is it better than Predators? Like Predators?
I'm starting to look at Predators a little different now after watching Prey because I have issues with Predators. There's a lot of good shit in Predators. Like that first half was great, and then they just lost their way.
Yeah,
the movie lost its way second half.
Halfway through Predators, it just collapsed on itself, and it never recovered. That was the problem. Like, sometimes a movie can like falter halfway, but then it can pick itself back up in the end, and you can kind of like forgive it a little bit.
Yeah.
Never happened.
No.
So you have a good first half, and then it just never picked itself back up. So Predators, it's too uneven for me to be like, Predators was fine, but it really isn't. So Predators, it's hard. So is it better than Predators? Is Prey better than Predators?
I need to rewatch Predators again. It's funny because I actually have this idea of I'm gonna have a whole bunch of guests, and next week tune in. We're gonna do like just for fun, everyone's different Predators ranking video, and we can talk about it then. But yeah, I need to watch. I might be leaning towards. Here's the thing.
Okay, stop right there. Van Eyck, is it? Or Van Lyke? What I'm sorry, Van Eyck. Explain to me, because you are not the only person that's saying this.
Yes.
I need you to explain to me why you think that way.
And no one's answering the question.
I don't understand. People are saying this,
but they're not giving us reasons.
And I don't see it that way. Right. I need you to explain that to me. Well, how is this movie on par with the original?
Better.
And in some ways better.
Yeah.
Because I'm not seeing it. I am not seeing the light. I'm not saying I'm going to agree with you.
Yeah, we're curious.
But we're
legitimately curious.
None of the reviews that I'm reading are explaining this to me.
No one's explaining it in detail.
Like none of the reviews that I'm reading are making it make sense to me. Like I'm not saying I'm ever going to agree with them.
Yeah, but we're
nobody
curious.
Nobody has ever given me a reason. It's like, oh, I see your point of view. I can see someone's point of view. It doesn't mean I'm going to agree with it.
Right. Yeah.
But none of this is making sense to me. I feel like I'm on a different planet right now. I'm befuddled right now.
And we're rating. Maybe he's still typing up something, but no one.
So
yeah,
I was originally going to give this movie like a D+ because I was mad.
Yeah,
because I was so irritated with the bullshit get in the kitchen, make me a sandwich subplot that we didn't need. I felt like there was a better movie in here. I liked the time period. I was fine with the Comanche stuff, but I wanted it in original Comanche. Yeah. I wanted that. I was fine with the fur trappers coming in. I loved the fur trapper.
Yeah, best part of the film.
I loved
best part of the movie.
I was fine with the Predator look in his practical form.
Yeah, in the suit.
Hated the CG.
Yeah,
hated all of the CGI.
Terrible.
It was garbage.
Yeah.
I wasn't overly impressed with any of the action scenes except for the massacre scene.
Yeah.
That was really the only thing.
Yeah.
The finale, it happened. I wasn't like, yeah. I wasn't like, it was there. I think I could muster a C-.
Ooh, man.
I think I could muster.
You guys are lucky.
I could muster.
I thought she was going like way low, man. I thought she was going to go D-.
I was going to go D+.
Yeah.
I was going to go D+.
Yeah. I thought you were going to go D-.
I was going to go D+, but I think because the movie, it's tonally consistent.
No.
It's a consistent film. The look of the film is fine. Aside from the horrible shit CGI, we don't know the budget. We don't know the budget.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I don't remember what we gave Kaiju Predators, but I have a feeling I would re-rate whatever we gave it back then. I would redo it. I think my opinion on Predators is a little different, but I don't know. I actually need to. I really need to watch. I have it in 4K. I got like the trilogy pack in 4K. I want to rewatch Predators, and then I can make my decision of if what's better, Prey or Predators. But yeah, it'll be fun ranking all of them next week. Oh yeah, I got to rate it. I forgot.
I was going to say that was something else I was going to say.
See, look, Geeky thought you were.
Listen, that's something else I was going to
give you a D or an F.
As soon as the get in the kitchen and make me a sandwich, Comanches were killed. The movie got better because that irritant was gone, and that friction of I want to hunt, no, shut up, and there's something in the woods, shut up and go make me a sandwich.
Yeah.
All that friction was gone.
Right.
And as soon as they were dead, I didn't have to listen to that anymore, and the movie got better.
There you go.
So that was something else.
Yeah, that's why it's went from a D to a C-.
That's what I was saying. It's like if none of that was in there, the movie would have been better from the get-go. So that's what I'm saying. The movie didn't need any of that.
Yeah.
So that was another frustration. It's like you didn't need any of that. There was a better movie in here. But no, D-, D+.
What happened?
D+. I just talked myself out of it.
Wow, it's hilarious. Oh my gosh, this is what happens when you guys, you don't know what you're gonna get when you come here live, man. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. All right, it's Samurai Guy's turn. Oh my goodness.
Jesus.
All right.
There was a better movie.
I was earlier. I was in the D realm. D realm. I'm gonna. You know what?
Can we just hear the screaming goats, please?
Who said that?
OGP.
Oh, Fuck. C-.
Really?
Because you guys know I'm predator bias. You know I'm predator bias, and I did enjoy that fight scene with the Frenchies. I just wish I didn't have to wait an hour and 3 minutes. So yeah, C is average. So what I'm saying is this is a little bit below average. This is not a great score Samurai Guy is giving this. Okay. But just keep in mind earlier I was in the D realm. I was swimming in that D. That doesn't sound right. I'm sorry. But C-. I think that's fair. I think that's fair.
Yes, King Kaiju,
Yeah.
it is, but not across the board. Not saying it is. It is real.
Oh, really quick.
It is real.
Really
not across the board.
Really quickly before
you're right.
we ended for the night, you did a little bit of research.
There were women, Native American warriors. They existed.
So again, remember what I was saying about people defending this movie of how original it is?
They're out there.
It's not.
They're out there, and they're stories.
They're stories. That's right.
They had names.
We had a badass.
They're out there.
We had a badass female warrior that killed Custer. Custer, right?
Uh-huh.
Fucked up Custer, right?
Yeah.
If you read the whole story about her, it's really fascinating, especially the last words she said before.
It wasn't her.
It wasn't her?
Well, she apparently did the blow, but then there was somebody. There was like two others that like after they did the thing and
they said the words. Mm-hmm. Okay. But how cool would that have been if we did like based off a real person just for fun? Like the one that killed Custer. She runs into the fucking predator, already a warrior, already ready to go. That would have been more interesting than fuck you and get in the kitchen and make me a sandwich. You woman. Yeah, C- is fair for Samurai Guy. I know you guys really, really enjoyed it. And we are happy you guys enjoyed the film. That's what movies are all about. Was there anything else before we wrap it up for the night?
I'm still waiting for. Oh, okay.
Is it Van, right?
Yeah.
Was it Van? Okay, Van finally got back to us. Could have been a bit better in some parts, but the fight scenes were top notch. I guess that's his reason of why this is better than the original. So maybe that was enough for Van. So, okay. All right, there you go. That was enough for Van to say that Prey is better than the original movie. All right.
Okay.
How the hell did he get? Is it now? Maybe Xena Warrior Princess may not. Hey, that's my girl right there. That's my high school crush before her. I love me some Xena now.
I love Xena too.
She loves Xena too. Yo, sexy blood dance, baby. Sexy blood dance. Woo! We got to go now for reals now. Yeah. I'll answer this question. Here before we roll out. Let's see here. Sure. I'm not going to say no. You guys know I'm predator bias, right? But just do a better job. Give a little bit more budget. Better story, more memorable characters.
Isn't everyone's Xena?
Let's not wait an hour and 3 minutes for something really impressive to happen. I'm not going to say no, unless we continuously get more of this. Then I never want to see another Predator movie as long as I'm alive. And I always like to say this because ever since I hear people say this, I always like to mention it once in a while because it makes me laugh. Some people say, well, you should be thankful. You should be fucking thankful that they're even making more Predator movies because what if they stop? Hey, I don't need more shit when I got the fucking classic. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? If they constantly make more of some of my favorite franchises, IP movies, if they suck, I don't give a shit. You feel me? When we got the classics.
So people
when
are
we got
saying,
the originals.
People are saying we should be thankful for bad movies.
That's what they're saying, apparently.
Oh. Okay.
And I always like to throw that here once in a while because I think it's kind of offensive to you guys. You know, I think that's offensive to you guys. I really do. I mean, we're offended a little bit because it's just like, you should be thankful. You should be thankful they're still making more Star Wars movies. They said that right before The Last Jedi came out. No, right before Rise of Skywalker came out because people were pissed off about Last Jedi. And you should be thankful. We got, again, we already got the classics. We already got the best. We already got the originals that have inspired, you know, these movies.
So OGP said, it's all good. Avatar 2 is coming and we'll redeem the franchise. I will only ever watch another Avatar film if it's Avatar versus Predator. And Predator wins.
And Predator, he has to win. He has to win.
I will watch the fuck out of that. Just lots of dead blue Navis everywhere. Just a sea of dead blue things all over the place.
When before Die Hard 5 came out, people were saying that. You should be thankful they're making more Die Hard movies. No. And then Die Hard 5 came out, and look what happened.
No OGP. No OGP. Rob from ETN already tried. My cousin already tried. Sorry, it's not going to happen.
Man, wouldn't that blow you guys' mind if she just said fuck it and went to go see Avatar 2? Then reviewed it?
I have a
that would blow my mind.
I have a finite amount of time left on this planet. And I will not spend it watching shit that I hate with a passion. Like, you don't understand how much I hate those things. I see those things on the screen whenever I go to the theater and I'm forced to sit through that fucking the way of the water. We are fortified with family. You don't understand what it does to my blood. You don't understand what it does.
And then you lose it and you start doing this. And then you want to end up doing this. Oh, it's fun. We have fun here, guys. Hey, keep watching movies. Keep enjoying yourself. You guys fucking rock, man. It's always good and great to hang out with you guys. And enjoy what you enjoy. Like what you like. Don't let people tell you any different. Okay?
That's not what we're here to do.
And that's the way of life.
That's not what we're here to do.
No,
we're here to rant.
We're just giving our opinion.
We're literally ranting.
That's all it is.
Like I said at the beginning of this, okay, in case you missed it, we're not here to change your mind.
No.
And you're not going to change our mind.
No.
We're literally here to rant. And we did ask we asked you guys if you watched the movie, to drop us a couple of lines. Why did you like the movie so much? I still don't understand why.
It kind of looks like
like some of you guys like the action.
It looks like the fight. Our favorite part of the film. It looks like that's what people keep saying is why they like it.
I guess so.
Like why they love the movie.
I like that fight scene too.
Yeah.
It wasn't enough for me.
Right. No. Not after waiting after an hour and 3 minutes.
Yeah, and again, the lead, I couldn't get over my prejudice with her. Like I'm sure she's a lovely person in real life.
From her character from Legion, yeah.
I'm sure she's a lovely person in real life, but I'm sorry, she's just
Thanks.
She's very expressive, very expressive.
Thanks, Brad. Predator World War I or Vietnam? Ooh, both.
Both.
Let's go, man. Yeah.
But yeah, she can't act her way out of a paper bag. I mean, she's awful. She's awful. She was worse in Legion. I'll give her that. Yeah. She's much worse in Legion.
Right.
She was a little bit better in this.
Have you guys seen the fan film that came out like 5 billion years ago? What was it? Batman Dead End? Is one of the greatest fan films ever made. It's old as fuck, but it's legend. Watch it. You can find it on YouTube, Batman Dead End.
Hello from Russia. I can't pronounce your name, sweetheart. I'm sorry.
Oh, man. Shout out to Russia, son. Hell yeah.
I can't pronounce your name, babe, but hi.
What's
I'm
going
sorry.
on? Hey,
hi, sweetie.
Yeah. Captain Marvel versus Predator. Yes. All right. Well, hey, always been a blast. Take care. We're going to try to go see Bullet Train tomorrow. I don't see us not seeing it. Want to get out the house? Fuck it.
Sure.
We'll see a good, fun, nice little fun action time waster. All right. And we'll let you know how we feel about Bullet Train, and a lot more content coming next week. And you guys are awesome, man. Keep doing what you do because you guys are fucking great.
Like what you like.
Like what you like, man. We're just here talking about movies, giving our opinion. It doesn't matter. All right, guys. Take care. We love you. And we see you on the next one.
And we're gonna like you no matter what you like, and please,
that's right.
Please reciprocate.
Yes, even if you love Avatar, we love you. Oh my goodness! Take care, guys. You're awesome.
Show the fucking blood.